I now give the floor to our Secretary General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon. Secretary General.
Your Excellency, Ambassador John Ash, President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, Mr. Stevie Wonder, United Nations Messenger of Peace, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most important period of the year at the United Nations. Leaders from around the globe are gathering to focus on peace and security, development, and human rights. I believe there is no better way to begin this momentous week than with this historic high-level meeting. I want to extend my warmest welcome to all of you, especially persons of disabilities and their representative organizations. Thank you for bringing your strength and energy. Together, we are here to break barriers and open doors. We are here to forge the way forward and build a disability-inclusive development agenda towards 2015 and beyond. Monsieur le
President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, disability is part of the human condition. Almost everyone will be temporarily or permanently impaired at some point in their life. More than 1 billion persons live with some form of disability. 80% are of working age. 80% live in developing countries. Yet far too many people with disabilities live in poverty. Too many suffer from social exclusion. Too many are denied access to education, employment, health care, and social and legal support systems. Women and girls with disabilities often experience double discrimination. And so, we must emphasize the gender dimensions of a disability-inclusive development agenda. All of us suffer when communities are divided, just as all of us benefit when communities are united. The International Labor Organization found that excluding persons with disabilities from the labor market in some low and middle-income countries costs economies as much as 7% of gross domestic product. We must remove barriers to equality of opportunity so that all people can be free from poverty and discrimination.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let us proclaim in the loudest voice possible: disability is not inability. As I said in my report, A Life of Dignity for All, persons with disabilities are integral to our forward march towards meeting the Millennium Development Goals and shaping the post-2015 agenda. The Landmark Convention of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities is a powerful tool for inclusive development. I urge all countries to ratify it without delay. I know you agree with me and Stevie Wonder. We need it signed, sealed, and delivered. And we need more. We must further strengthen the international normative framework on disability and development. We must build capacity and improve data and statistics on persons with disabilities. We must act now to remove barriers to access to physical environment, transportation, and information and communications. And we must not only lift the physical barriers, but also the barriers in attitudes that fuel stigma and discrimination. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, you are here to do more than change laws or policies or regulations. Ultimately, you are here to make sure every member of the human family has a chance to live their lives fully. I think of the director of a program for special needs children in Haiti who said, I quote, "You should see the children's faces when they put on their uniforms. Money couldn't buy the feeling of happiness," end quote. I think of the young football players I met in Sierra Leone a few years ago. Their limbs had been amputated during the Civil War. And yet, there they were, playing soccer. To my eyes, they were even better than the World Cup soccer players. I think of the Syrian mother in a refugee camp who finally received a wheelchair for her daughter with disabilities. She said, I quote, "Now we can take her to see the doctor. Now we can take her out. She has a right to see the sun," end of quote. Everyone has the right to happiness, to score their own goals, to see the sun, and expand their horizons. That is why you are here. That is your message and mission. I'm proud to be at your side. Together, let us turn a new page in the history of the United Nations by giving full meaning to the outcome document of this meeting. Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let us work together so everyone, everywhere, has the chance to live their dreams and use the gifts that they have been given. Let us advance disability-inclusive development, inspire change on the ground, and ensure a life of dignity for all. I thank you.